Mahatma Gandhi. Where there is love, there is life. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. Morality is the basis of things, and truth is the substance of all morality. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender, for it is all give and no take. If patience is worth anything, it must endure to the end of time, and the living faith will last in the midst of the blackest storm. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Justice that love gives is a surrender. Justice that law gives is a punishment. As human beings, our greatness lies not so much in being able to remake the world. That is the myth of the atomic age, as in being able to remake ourselves. Confession of errors is like a broom, which sweeps away the dirt and leaves the surface brighter and clearer. I feel stronger for confession. Nearly everything you do is of no importance, but it is important that you do it. Providence has its appointed hour for everything. We cannot command results. We can only strive. That service is the noblest, which is rendered for its own sake. Culture of the mind must be subservient to the heart. Action is no less necessary than thought to the instinctive tendencies of the human frame. Rights that do not flow from duty, well performed, are not worth having. Common sense is the realized sense of proportion. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow man. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. A small body of determined spirits, fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission, can alter the course of history. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. It is the quality of our work which will please God and not the quantity. A man who has completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. But all other pleasures and possessions pale into nothingness before service which is rendered in a spirit of joy. Gentleness, self-sacrifice, and generosity are the exclusive possession of no one race or religion. If a man reaches the heart of his own religion, he has reached the heart of the others too. There is only one God, and there are many paths to him. Prayer is a confession of one's own unworthiness and weakness. Self-respect knows no considerations. Poverty is the worst form of violence. Intolerance betrays want of faith in one's cause. Intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit. I look only to the good qualities of men, not being faultless myself. I won't presume to probe into the faults of others. If we are to teach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. Non-violence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being. Fear has its use, but cowardice has none. It is my own firm belief that the strength of the soul grows in proportion as you subdue the flesh. Freedom is not worth having if it does not connote freedom to err. Morality which depends upon the helplessness of a man or woman has not much to recommend it. Morality is rooted in the purity of our hearts. Healthy discontent is a prelude to progress. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. It has always been a mystery to me how men can feel themselves honored by the humiliation of their fellow beings. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please or worse, to avoid trouble. I claim that human mind or human society is not divided into watertight compartments called social, political, and religious. All act and react upon one another. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Where love is, there God is also.